Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Clan Rictus playthrough as Tretch Craventail. Right, so we've just finished off our enemies over here, the Tomb Kings over here, the Exiles of Nehek, and ooh, we've got Obsidian Quarry, that'll be nice. And we are just basically, this is the tricky one. I want to go to war with these guys, but at the same time that's going to bring me direct conflict with the elves, which I don't necessarily want to be doing at this point because they are very powerful. That said, I need to expand. I can't, you know, I have to expand. I can't hold where I am. Anyway, to start with, we are pulling ourselves back. You are going up here, you are coming into here. We're basically just getting ourselves back in order, so that we can start increasing in size again. Let's level a few of these places up. I want walls, we're going to save up for them. Let's end turn. We also want to start pushing our slave wheels up, because as our slave wheels increase, that's really going to push out our income, guys. Because pretty much every Skaven building generates an income, so having lots of slave wheels about the place and up really will benefit us and push out our, well, basically make us that much more powerful. I want to keep courting Naggarond as well. I don't really want to be going to war with Naggarond if I can help it. So we'll court them, make sure we stay friends with them. And yeah, no, and that way we've got. See, the other thing I could do is I could just make friends with Marathi, but she does spread corruption as well. But she will also be a very good way of dealing with the High Elves, because it means I won't have to worry about them on my border.
Or very foolish.
Oh, they're at war with them, so I could potentially go to war with them. But no, right now we're not doing anything. Right now we're getting ourselves sorted out again.
Chieftain of the Deep Warrens. All tales are mine.
You're folding into Vol's Anvil.
Cunning scheming. Up here I do need to worry about my defences a little bit more, actually. Oh, let's get a Taskmaster's platform here. Great one. Clan war. Guide us, Horned One.
That'll do for now. No, basically we're getting ourselves set up so we can get ourselves a really solid shaped army out, and then we're going to look at where to expand. As I said, I can pick and choose where to expand. I don't have to take on Marathi. Leaving Marathi there is potentially beneficial to us. I don't think these guys are going to last long against the might of Naggarond. That is the thing, is Naggarond is very powerful, guys. So going to war with Naggarond would be a dangerous prospect at this point. Whereas taking out Marathi will probably be much easier, especially if she's in multiple wars with people at the moment. So that will potentially gain me more ground fighting Marathi. Though I will come straight into, I'll be face to face with the lizard men as well as the high elves then. So you know it's a tricky one.
Skaven warlord.
I want another Plague Claw catapult to start with. That's a straight up. We do want to keep leveling this one up. Income is my other big thing at the moment. I really just want to keep pushing out buildings to push up my income.
Too strong.
These do increase growth as they go up, so actually growth is a good thing to improve for obvious reasons, because More growth means that I can expand. I expand quicker. This, I think, is where the other Skaven have it a bit easier, and this is why these guys, while they've got technically a normal start, I don't necessarily think it's as easy a start position as people think, because you've got a lot of very powerful factions who get very powerful very early on around you, which does make things a bit more tricky, because obviously I'm in instant conflict with a few of them, which I say that I've expanded nicely. It's just Loffen which scare me. Now, they don't necessarily know I'm here and they're fighting Marathi, which is why I'm loath to go toward Marathi. It's a tricky one, guys. I dare say I'm going to end up going toward Marathi because she's a better choice than Malekith. That is for sure.
Are you very brave or very foolish? Forget yourself.
Welcome. Speak, if you would.
Ah, that's what we should do.
Words have great power. The power over life and death, for example.
And we will offer to join their war against these guys.
I refuse.
If Nagaron weren't already over there, I'd potentially be looking to jump on them before they get wiped out, but that's not going to happen, is it? Right, so we are getting some negatives from corruption, so I need to get some bells going here as well.
What your back, tail? Most masterful of masters.
We'll grab that one for now. No, as I level up those slave wheels, I will start rolling out a much better income, guys. But that's, you know, that's not going to be an instantaneous thing. As well as I do like the fact that all of my buildings produce income. And that's the thing, is I'm scared by how much more powerful than me everybody around me is, because if Nagaron decided to squash me at this point, I would be squashed. I'm in a very dangerous position at the moment, guys. So, did they really knock Slaver's Point over? Maybe I should go do some colonising behind them. Getting myself another port would always be nice, because my ports do produce income just like any other port, don't they? Yes. You know what? For now, I'm kicking you guys out to up our income.
No fair's weak. Night raid.
This guy's going to become my Sea Lord after I do this. That's simply to up my income so I can start leveling places up more. Because things like I want to get the slave wheel here the next level higher, and I want to just be able to get my get all of my buildings built up, and then we can look at setting ourselves up into a slightly better position, guys. No, we're in a nice position here. As I said, I can throw together a basic army very quickly. It was annoying losing some of the experienced units, but it's not the end of the world. As I said, Craventail is going to get a much better army here. By the time we're done anyway. He's in a nice central position. We are at war with Loffen, but I don't think Loffen really know where I am, and I think they're busy dealing with Marathi at the moment, which is a good time. It does give me a good way to push. Ah, they did take Slaver's Point. I expected them to, but you know.
Right, you can start doubling it down and you're going to start exploring it. See...
Consider yourself lucky that we didn't send you to...
Secret scheme. Call me Lord Craventail.
You can wander over there now. I don't trust them there.
Harbinger of doom.
Right. That's 4,000. That'll be 10% extra. And this region is currently producing... it's not that much. That allows ruthless plans, so we'll grab that. Leveling this up will also be very beneficial.
Most masterful of masters.
These guys are going to get battered next turn if they don't move. We're not going to leave them there. I don't trust them there. So we will ambush them, potentially anyway, and try and knock them over very quickly. As I said, Marathi is suffering quite a lot, so we're probably going to jump onto her. This is tricky because, as I said, I'm not sure if I should take on Marathi, but I need to take on somebody. I'm potentially going to end up in a protracted war with the High Elves, and I know how painful that can be. I want to get an ambush off on them if I can, which we always have a fairly decent chance of getting now.
Yes, yes. To battle.
Ambush!
Ready for fight, scrap.
So straight into an ambush here, guys, which is good. Right. So we'll just zerg down the walls once we've once we've done this. Our catapults are going to blitz them. Their ranged are the biggest issue here. Oh, we've got this horrible map again. This is one of the worst places. I don't get why this map is an ambush map, because anybody who did an ambush here in real life would be an idiot. That said, we're not in as bad a position this time as last time. Tretch and these guys again do our usual thing. They'll start down here.
Play claw catapult.
Catapults up there. Tretch can get a couple of these guys as well. And then a fairly bog standard line of Skaven along here, and you can start from over here. Dr. Rictus can sit here. Instant pause while we get everything going, because Tretch is going to pop his ability off here to get all of these guys. This line is going to start marching straight down the hill. Oop. These guys are going to move straight up here. And you guys can all hit. Those Wildwood Rangers.
Warpstone down. Yes. Agreed. Yes.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Let's get our charge on.
Great. Fire, cold one.
Ooh, that missed. You guys can start hitting their lord. Drop you guys straight up to there. I'll storm them and on them nicely.
Move, move.
You guys can slam into them. I know you can keep chasing those archers.
Tretch Craventail!
Where's Dr. Rictus?
Uncharged! Clans
Why do I have... Oh wow, we've got... I didn't realise I was getting reinforcements. Where do I want this? Here, I think. You guys can chase down them. This is nice. We are obliterating these guys. You can spawn right there to hold these. Ah, they missed.
attack! Ready, ready!
Ooh, hit them.
Now, ready now! Ready!
They're not going to get there. And this is it. It's a nice solid victory there, guys. It was never really in doubt that that was going to be a nice clean victory, but it's always fun to have a nice ambush like that, guys. One of my catapults got 40 kills from that small engagement. So Falandor Doomstar has just been battered. And we might need to double tap him if we can. We'll see, because it's an ambush. I might have wiped him out instantly.
Yes, yes! Victory for Tretch! Send them scurrying!
Let's enslave them.
Enslave them to Rictus! Rakate ta! War, fight, win! Rictus ready
Not bothering
for
fighting that one. Take replenishment that time.
Yes!
They did not last long, did they, guys? That's a nice solid hit for us there. No, we're buffing myself up at the moment, aren't we? So let's go for Blade Master next. And then obviously Wound Maker up there, which is a really nice buff.
Another
Dr.
victory!
Rictus has leveled up again. Doom Rocket, we want that because that is an awesomely fun ability. Not that I'm getting abilities because they're fun. I'm getting abilities because they're fun. Let's level you up because that'll be a nice buff to our income. That's sad. Ooh. Nope, we'll buff up our income, which will help us long run. Let's grab Menace from below. Ruthless Plan's what we're going to get next. Extra growth, extra leadership, extra public order. That's good. Plus loyalty as well, movement range. This is a really nice one, actually, guys. Up to there, though we potentially need other things to there. No, that's a really nice one. Virulent Plans. Extra damage to the Plague Monks, that's nice. Spreading Skaven corruption to adjacent provinces, which is actually quite nice because you then get Skaven Uprisers. Monstrous Plans is also quite fun because it buffs up our big units. And Ingenious Plans are nice because it buffs up my Storm Vermin. Plans within plans, tax rate and growth. New Warpstone uses. Ah, that's nice. So lots of really interesting ones later on, certainly. Toxide's always going to lead my lower level armies, guys. It's something I do with... I think I'm planning on doing with Skaven. Is basically I'll have my main really tough army, and basically it'll be followed by an army of slaves and clan rats. Campaign buff, always campaign buffs, guys, because sometimes you get ones which make units cheaper and things, and which really does help. So he's just going to start exploring the seas to try and find newer things like there, meet new factions for us to trade with, all that jazz. Though it's quite hard for us to trade with many people as for Skaven. But certainly there are other Skaven factions. We'll probably head down towards Lustria to start with, though we want to stay away from the High Elf coast. Because at Lustria, certainly we can meet the other Skaven clans, a few other Skaven clans down there who we'll be able to trade with.
Welcome
I'm
to the Deep Warrens.
Yeah, I will. You can join my war against Lotham, by all means. That's a really random thing for them to offer. I'm not complaining.
Salty sea.
Right, I probably want to level here up first, but here's another nice one to have leveled up, though. You skip all that this turn, simply because I want to get the income out. I want to get various buildings out. Because some buildings I really want to buff up my army. I want to get some Plague Monks into my army, because they are very nice Plague Monks. That said, so are Storm Vermin. I'm debating whether Plague Monks or Storm Vermin. Plague Monks are good flankers, though Tretch should probably be using Death Runners as his flankers. I also want to start working my way towards Death Runners in his army as well, because that'll be a very nice big buff for us there as well, which will really help. Where are they going?
We must ask you to be quick. We do not tolerate.
Okay, they're not at war with Marathi. I was just a little worried they were going to be at war with Marathi there.
Am I.
Double time our way back up here. Oh, we can get an assassin then as well, which is something else we do really want.
This is dark omen. Demon caller.
You can go for that corpse. Well, that's not bad. An extra 2,500 is also not bad. Level you up. And turn again. Again, not a huge amount going on this time, guys, but this is more of a consolidation round, which is why we've knocked up the other thing. We've been building up our territories again, getting ourselves sorted before our next push, which will be Marathi. Let's hope she doesn't confederate just before I do it or halfway through my attack, because then I could end up at war with Nagarond. Well, I'll end up in a situation where to continue it I'll have to go to Nagarond. There is a danger that as I'm pushing through her territory, as happened in my Tomb Kings campaign, guys, where she will just confederate with Nagarond because she's about to fall over, and that's a really tricky situation to have to deal with, because obviously I'm stuck in a situation where I'm having to deal with that. How much more do I need than this? Oh, I can get that already, so we just need to save up. So I'm going to do that for another turn. You are going to move back into this territory. That's a lot of, yeah.
Gracie.
You're going to move around there to go for that Fel cargo next. I don't want to go too close to the Elven coast. The early ones are far... This first slave wheel is by far the best one. No, I'm not bothering with anything else just at the moment, building-wise, because I want to get my main area leveled up to the top level first. then we can look at my other places, guys. And then we can look at our... then once we're sorted, as I said, we're just getting ourselves sorted, because I can then start unlocking other bits and pieces, because there's a few engineering things I need. And I can look at getting some large units in some of the larger units into my main army as well. So we'll get some rat ogres and things like that into that army as well. And the rat ogres are quite good at working as sort of anti-cav units. They are good anti-infantry, and they will be good anti-infantry versus these guys too. But depending on how leveled up they are. I wouldn't want to put them anywhere near Blackguard of Nagron, so... Right. You can get leveled up. That's going to take 6 turns. That is a while for us.
Call me Lord Craventail. I said camp. All hail horned rat.
Fell cargo, campaign buff, trunk of maps again. Ah, it's really annoying.
Skitterpuddle.
We also unlock ruthless plans now, so we're going to start pushing down that. Our income is good, and as I said, I can push that up a bit more, a fair bit more. This is the issue with these guys floating around at sea. They may well just randomly turn against me, but if they're miles away from home, who really cares? It just means there's going to be a random Skaven army landing in somebody else's territory, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So, you know, maybe I should just send a load of lords and just sit them in the middle of a next off the coast of Lothan, and wait for some of them to rebel against me, so that they can just randomly start landing in Lothan. Not that they'd last long, but I'm not actually suggesting doing that. It would just be a bit funny to do it, to see what happened. Extra growth, that'll be very nice. Nope, this is going nicely at the moment. Another end turn. I'm surprised these guys are still holding on up here. I'm surprised that Nagron hasn't completely battered them out of existence yet. Oh wow. And that is why I don't want to annoy Lothan, guys, because they are powerful. Then again, my Vanguard deployment's going to help a lot dealing with Lothan, because when I'm fighting Lothan, guys, I'm going to be able to Vanguard deploy, which means I'll be in amongst them so quickly that their archers aren't going to be so bad. The issue is if they have Sea Guard already, which there is a big chance they will be a much more difficult to deal with. But no, because Lothan Sea Guard are very good anti-melee guys, so they are something to be dealt with carefully. So I need a Pestilence Knave. Where's a Pestilence Knave? So we need to go down this tree to get that. Oh, can I recruit an assassin now? Yes. That's nice. That's nicer. So, what are we going to knock over to get him in here? One of the lower level units of these guys. do some more spells now. Actually, no, mobility increased. That's always very nice.
Many kills today.
Right, I'm just going to level up one of the lower level ones for the time being. I don't really want to go in there if I can help it, so we're going to just keep going down the coast. And we are going to be ending this one here, guys. So sorry, not much going on that one. We're nearly getting ourselves in position. I'm going to go start pressuring Marathi very soon, actually, because with them down there, it's a perfect time to start pressuring her. But I did want to just spend the time getting my economy a bit better in order, and a bit more in order now. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that you've enjoyed this.